come to you
lot
and
of-
if Scheana
let
would
me
have said, wait, if
finish.
Scheana would have said,
May I finish?
Okay, finish.
I was going to ask
Now.
that too.
Okay.
Let's
When-
let
You know
him
my
finish.
question.
When I'm doing,
I'm just curious.
when I'm doing, and because I'm very sought after designer, I don't want to turn most people away, and sometimes it happens that it doesn't work out, that I have to say no. But if they come to me, that's my first responsibility. On a human
it.
level, do I think, is it appropriate what she's done? No. I don't think as a human can I be friends with her knowing that she has disrespected a very dear friend of mine who happened to be her very good friend. Because people like that then are going to turn on you and do the same to you. So if they cheat once, like they have with several other people,
True.
they're going to do it again. That's why I said I'll have to
I
make
agree
her
with all that.
several gowns. But as a designer...
I just care about the Sandoval gown.
Yeah.
For now.
But as a designer, do I want to make her a dress? Sure, because I want her to feel as beautiful for that moment when she's walking down the aisle. That's important. Now, I know what you're going to ask me, Patrik and David. I see you guys.
Yeah, because
thinking.
The wheels are turning.
Yes.
If Scheana
I'm
calls
not
me-
criticizing you.
But here's my point. If Scheana calls me and says, Paul, it's going to hurt me if you do this, right? It's going to be like I'm going to be really upset. I'm going to be bothered. I'm going to have anxiety. I'm going to have issues because it doesn't make sense for you to do something for someone who has hurt me this deep, this great, and has shaken my life in a different way, right? Now, knowing Scheana and as a beautiful friend that she is, after a conversation, I have to be able to figure out she's right, but as a professional in business, can I? And that's something that I don't know if I don't know the answer to at this point. Does that make sense?
I can answer it. I would
But
send
do
her to
I wanna-
David's bridal.
Do I want to break my good friend's confidence?
No, you would never do that.
I would
Never.
never do that.
I mean, listen,
Never.
I had a very similar situation. I mean, I got kicked to the curb by Margaret Joseph's New Jersey housewife, but same thing. Her ex-friend, Laura
Right.
Jensen, came on this podcast, and
Why would you be kicked to the curb?
well, I mean, Margaret never said all the things you just said that Scheana would say to you. But I also could put it back on Scheana in that situation and just be like, it's not really fair for you to put me in this situation. That's what I would say to Scheana if I were you. You're going to not agree.
No, I would.
I'm okay with you
but
making
as a good friend, I want open communication, love, support, and integrity in the friendships that I have. And Sheena's friendship goes beyond me being her designer.
Yeah, you guys are really friends.
Correct.
I just
the
always,
true
I'm like a
friendships are
Gemini.
different.
I'm like a
But
Gemini.
I know
I
if
just
Scheana were to call
categorize.
you up and say, Paul, please do not make her wedding gown. It would be hard for me. You would say no.
It would be
You
difficult.
would say no.
I can't
I mean,
answer.
you said you're
I
gonna-
can answer for him. He
I'm
would
not-
say no.
I can't answer, but you're not the one fucking sewing the beads on the
Or
dress.
we would
But-
just charge her quadruple.
Yes.
do that, but also it's going to be, listen, let me tell you something. There's
Yes.
very few things I know about life.
Yeah.
But if Raquel and Tom Sandoval were to get married, say in about 2 months,
Yeah.
whoever is that dress you think you just went viral with the Undressed podcast? That dress will be everywhere. So you got to think of that
But
too.
No, let me tell you something. I went viral today.
I'm just heartless.
No, I went viral today. I may go viral tomorrow. Maybe I'll take
Friendship
a week
counts
off
more.
and then go viral again. But those friendships that you build are the backbone of your entire community and the village that support
Correct.
you.
Right.
And
And in
those
my
should
case, the
stay.
housewife I mentioned, we weren't in close contact. But no, I got kicked to the curb like a stale crust of bread because her ex-friend, this girl Laura, who's not even on the show, came on the podcast, wanted to. And, that's an on-brand guest for this podcast.
Right.
And my duty is to this audience.
Sure.
I am a professional to Behind the Velvet Robe. Granted, I'm also not that close to this particular. It's not like we talked every day.
But
there
they
are other
didn't.
people.
But they didn't throw you then out.
Oh, they did. Like I got a text that if I
No,
do
that's
this,
fine.
that I would be,
Really?
kicked to the.
But
Oh
no,
yeah,
no,
I have the
see,
text.
that's
I was
different.
told that if I put this out to the world, please make sure you don't edit it.
No,
I mean, I'm like, I don't need to put the text out to the world.
That's different
It's
because
called a
that's
threat.
a business. That's a business. They're saving their ass about what this lady knows. You're
True.
exposing.
True.
You're doing your job. There's no
Thank
friendship
you.
there because if there were a friend, they would have said, David, I would appreciate it if you maybe do a softer blow for something like this or make me not look like in a bad light, but I don't want to infringe on what you've built, which is so beautiful.
Thank
Now,
you.
there's a difference. And at that point, you could have really taken a different stance and said, you know what? What's your problem? Which aspect do you want me to maybe consider? Or,
Totally.
you know what? Maybe
Yeah,
I need
but-
to take it in a different perspective and for me to be able to see how it could be relative in a different way, right?
But you value
true.
friendships more than you value money. That's the bottom line.
I know.
You
Really?
value your
I do.
integrity and your
I do.
ethics and your friendships more than you
I do.
value money.
This is why I'm gonna die alone.
And that's proven because
Well,
when Anna Nicole Smith died, we were offered so much money.
How much?
A lot.
How much?
Yeah, how much?
How much?
Millions. A lot.
For what?
A lot.
For stuff about her funeral and everything. And we chose the friendship and the love and to bury our friend
Because
rather
you know
than to
what?
reveal those secrets.
Because
That's a ride or die.
listen, talking about something that you witnessed is one thing, but
Right.
to throw your friends under a bus for a viral video, which could just die tomorrow.
Not
and-
gonna
Yeah,
do it.
no, that's not.
I'm not going to do it.
No,
I mean,
it's-
a ton of money is a different story.
David, you know where you know how we live. You're in
Yeah.
LA now. You see the Beverly Hills
I
community,
am.
which is very tight knit and
Yeah.
very small, and you know who knows who now. So when you see our
I've
world,
been to the store on Dayton Way.
Right. So when you see the world we come from,
We're just giving so many shout outs here today.
well, I mean, think about it. When you come to the boutique, those walls could talk. I've been there for almost 30 years.
Yes.
And between Betty White and some of the other
Adrian
people,
Malouf.
Exactly. And since
so
we're doing
many.
shout outs, Gowning Out in Beverly Hills season 4 just dropped on Amazon Prime Video.
Oh,
But you know what I
OMG.
mean. But if
I
Raquel
do know what
calls
you
me,
mean.
Raquel called me. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind sitting down with Raquel and saying,
You probably set her straight.
I would love to have a conversation with her.
He's a therapist.
and say, you know what? I understand. Maybe things you thought were going to go in a specific direction. Maybe you were prompted to do this. Maybe it worked out. Maybe it's going to backfire. It's a risk you take. How do you feel about it now? And if I'm making you distressed, are you totally committed to this guy that you know you're going to go the distance with? And if you can't answer that, life is a big journey. It's got a lot of exclamation marks. It's got a lot of question marks. It's got a lot of hashtags, backslashes. You don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes. So you have to live your truth for the day.
Right.
What about the fact, do you think, I mean, you're good friends with Scheana. Do you think, like, because people are saying Scheana, Lala, all of them, Jax, they're all just cha-ching, cha-ching. They are milking this. People are saying, why are you talking about this night and day, Scheana? Why are you talking about this night and day, Lala? Why Jax and Britt? Like, everyone's
Why
now
shouldn't they talk
profiting.
about
Yeah,
it?
they should.
People want to
I'm-
know.
It's
I'm
their
not
experience, and
saying
people want to know. When Anna
People
Nicole
wanna
died,
know.
do you know how many people went out of the and talked and
But-
talked?
but-
Because people want to know about
Let me
it.
tell you how we started our book. I'm gonna explain this to you.
The Anna Nicole book.
Yes.
When we wrote the Anna Nicole book, we didn't write it because we were trying to write a book.
Right.
We wrote it because we were in grief, because we didn't know how to process the death, the departure of a very, very dear friend. So when you're that intimate with someone, people give you lots of options. Do yoga, go on a retreat, go to one of those farms for a week and recharge.
I'm like, let's just
And another-
start putting our thoughts on.
And another
the computer.
person said, why don't you write down some of your memories?
Yeah.
When we started writing down those memories, we were able then to go back and start reading them. And the hurt, the love,
Right.
the intimacy, the care, all of these things that you put onto paper and you start crying, you're laughing, you're memorializing these moments that are treasured that you know is going to live a lifetime. That's when
Right.
they came to us and they're like, you know, this is like a book. This is a story.
David, some of the best
So
moments.
hold on. when they're talking about it, think about it.
They're grieving.
They're processing it
Their
as
thoughts
they're
and their
speaking
feelings.
about it.
Yeah.
So they're not trying to milk it. It happened. They weren't the cause of it.
Right.
But they were the bystanders that